Did you watch House of Dragon?
No.
Did you watch Game of Thrones?
No.
Wait, the regular one?
You're
And you make
racist.
fun of me?
So
look
wait.
at that. I don't understand you.
How have you not watched Game of Thrones? You worked at Tiger
Because
Direct
I don't
while
watch
it was out.
TV.
You worked at Tiger Direct while it was out.
Those everybody at Tiger Direct were freaking weirdos.
Game of Thrones was back then? Tiger Direct?
Started, yeah, absolutely, 100%.
Tell me I'm wrong.
How is that possible?
Well, because Tiger Direct was open 6 years ago, and it ended like 4 years ago or 5 years ago, and it went for 8 seasons. So yeah.
Game of Thrones isn't Game of Thrones still alive?
No, now it's House of the Dragon, bro. I can't believe you haven't watched House. I'm so mad right now. You're so JP.
I'm
right now.
black.
So this is episode 7. Siete.
Level 7.
Lucky number 7. You think this is the one that like lets us retire from our real jobs and we can just do this shit online?
That would be nice.
It would be nice.
That'd be
dope.
very nice. I don't think we're quite there yet, but
I'm just saying, the more you share, the more views and subscribers, the more likes, the more time we could possibly have to do more episodes and give you guys more content. I'm talking to our 3 fans right now, but I'm just saying.
yo, you can't say shit like that. It's negative.
Oh, I'm sorry. Super
Words.
positive vibes. All 17 of you guys, listen, if you like, share, subscribe, and do all that stuff.
Anyways, Reasonable Doubters, episode
I'm just
7.
saying that at the beginning of the podcast because usually at the end we say, like, subscribe. You guys have to do that, all of you.
Sergio's projecting.
I'm asking.
He's a pessimist.
Anyways, no. I'm just saying.
Episode 7
Help.
We out here, the doubters
and the hater.
and the hater.
The doubter and the hater.
Yeah.
I'm not a hater. I'm just saying.
Reasonable Doubters
I'm
and
asking
one
people,
hater.
Asking
Yeah.
people to subscribe, like,
Yeah. We'll get there.
hit the
We'll
little
get
bell,
there.
hit the little bell on the YouTube video.
You don't go from.
You gotta ask. I mean, this is normal YouTube stuff. You ask people to like and subscribe.
That's fact.
I just do it my way.
Like, share, subscribe.
Yeah, do all that.
Follow us on the gram. All that good stuff.
Spotify. We're on YouTube, Spotify,
And Apple.
and Apple Music.
All DSPs.
No.
Apple.
Just those 3.
The main DSPs.
Not every DSP.
Yeah, we're not on freaking Amazon podcasts
Yet.
and Deezer or whatever the fuck.
I don't even know what the fuck teaser is.
SoundCloud.
We could totally get on SoundCloud.
We could totally be on SoundCloud. Easy.
Do they fucking do podcasts on SoundCloud?
A lot of big podcasts started on SoundCloud because it was easy to upload and you didn't really have to
Yeah,
pay.
in 2015.
We can get on Twitch like T-Pain and do this shit live.
You could do it on YouTube also.
Yeah. Then you'll see our 17 fans, as you say.
Woo! We could have one-on-ones. Live polls. Guys, think of the
Pause.
possibility. Fuck.
I forgot the fan said we have to retire the pauses, so sorry.
Yeah, super
That's
homophobic.
that's just the immature New Yorker. in
That's
me.
New York, son.
Sorry.
It's the duns. It's the dun language.
It's definitely not done language.
Sorry.
What's been going on, fellas?
I ran anti-New York. Speaking of anti-New York,
What's that to New York?
how the Bombers doing?
Fuck you. Yo, those
They bombed. The Bombers bombed.
Totally bombed. Jesus, but the Astros are. I'm willing to say I know they're cheaters, but I'm willing to say they have our number because they beat us. They beat us like
No, they're really good against like cheating against you guys. They're
fam. Like
feel you.
their cheating was like extensive. They were like recording shit.
But question for you: Do you
you
think?
saw this dude running and lifting his shirt like I'm not wired.
Yeah.
Tough.
But do you think?
Tough.
Do you think it was like just overhyped?
The cheating?
No, the Yankees.
Oh, they're no. So I'm
Because
saying,
I feel like there was so much hype around. Judge and his
we could
home
have a whole
runs.
podcast on overhyping New York.
I'm saying this as a Yankees fan. The Yankees team is awful. They're awful.
So it was just hyped over the Judge home
no,
run thing.
no,
that-
a lot of hitters.
No,
They
he
got
had
hitters.
no,
They
he
got
had
hitters.
he had a historic season. But you know what they were essentially? They were like LeBron in Cleveland. Like Judge was LeBron, and you had fucking Donnell Marshall and and Boobie Gibson as backing up Judge. That's what we had. Because if And even Stanton is like, Stanton is like real wish-washy. Like he'll have a
That's his biggest problem. He's inconsistent.
yeah, he'll hit a 500-foot home run one day, and then he won't have a hit for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So it's like
100%.
but baseball's like that. Baseball is probably one of those sports that you're less likely for one guy to really just dominate. Only like the best of the best guys are able to do that. But like in basketball, you kind of
then you need a team.
right. You need a team. You need defense.
And
you
you
need
need
pitching.
a bunch of
you need
pitchers. I was
pitching,
just going to say.
you need a closer.
You need to have a whole fucking bullpen. Because if not, you're not going to do shit.
In basketball,
And not consistently.
In basketball and football, you could have two
Basketball,
guys
you can
that
get away
can
with
win you a championship.
2-3 stars.
Yeah.
And a couple good players. Like
Baseball
role players.
doesn't really
And you're
happen like
Gucci.
that.
Football is a pretty team sport.
Yeah.
It's just as long as you have as long as you have a decent defense, a really solid O-line, and a good quarterback,
You can compete.
you can beat anybody any Sunday.
Look at the Eagles. Like decent quarterback, decent defense, decent runners, good wide receivers,
Crazy O-line.
and they're undefeated. So
Yeah.
So I'm
Works.
unconsciously not wearing an NY hat today because I'm fucking embarrassed. So I'm repping for the
few.
the proud.
JP takes that shit up.
The Golden
We're not going to
Panthers.
a few, many. Well, a lot of us.
Golden Panthers.
Panthers everywhere.
I don't think they're golden anymore.
They
just
should. They
Panthers?
shouldn't be golden
I
because
think it's just Panthers now.
it almost sounds like a sex act.
Golden Panthers. Oh, fuck.
Golden
No, I get it. I
just
see.
hey,
Thank you. Thank you.
Just Panthers
for-
is fine.
for explaining. No, it's just a Black Panther with a gold face because that's where the paint hit. Meaning the piss from the golden shower that
feel
you
like-
implied.
I feel like there's a pause somewhere, but
No,
hey,
that's a whole. You can't. You gotta stop.
moving on.
Anyways, so no, I just wanted to bring up that New York sucked. No. I didn't mean it like at Pat. I just meant New York sucks. But and I don't mean the Yankees. I mean
If
like
there's
the whole
anything
city.
you know about New Yorkers, they have very thick skin. Like they don't really care. They don't really care.
Super friendly, super nice people.
No,
They know how to take a joke.
They're pretty angry, but Miami people aren't angry.
We're just in a hurry. You guys are mad.
Miami people
You're
are angry in a
cold.
car.
You're cold. You're mad.
Those are like such ridiculous, like movie derived
not.
stereotypes of New Yorkers. Like I'm cold and
All right.
heartless.
I swear to God that
I freaking
die.
cry. I cry with my
I swear to
dog
God
gets
that I
sick
die, and
type
I'll
shit.
call my. I can't call my parents now, but I swear to God that I die. The first time I ever went to New York, I was a kid, and we were broke as fuck. We drove up there. We actually had family in Kalamazoo, and family in Elizabeth, New Jersey, because there's mad Cubans
Quick
in
interjection.
Elizabeth / Union City.
Driving long distances, even back then, is the dumbest shit in the world, and I don't know why anybody thought that was a better idea.
very
to
simple.
Drive for 24 hours.
It's very
Some people
simple.
like
and get
to-
hit with tolls, hit with gas.
Some
very
people like
simple.
to see everything,
Because
though.
we're talking I want to say 90.
That shit gets old in 2 hours.
It was 92, 93. And my dad literally drove around the country, I want to say with 380 or $400.
What year was this again?
I want to say 92, 91, 90, maybe 91. Either 90 or 91.
So he was stopping at rest stops to look at maps.
No, yeah. We had maps the whole way up there.
straight maps.
No, you used to go to...
Jesus
No, we didn't
Christ.
stop to look for maps. This was before MapQuest or any of that shit.
So you bought the map?
Being
Bought
a kid,
the $13.99 map?
I remember being a kid and my mom coming home with a bunch of AAA maps, and they literally had routes of where they were going. But anyways, no, you don't understand. Half the way up, we took coolers because we literally could not afford to stop and eat. So we took coolers filled
Sandwiches?
with just sandwiches, ham and cheese sandwiches, cheese sandwiches,
I've done it.
bologna and cheese sandwiches, peanut butter sandwiches, whatever. And then a whole other cooler with water bottles and fruit, like Capri Suns.
After your third sandwich, you were like, fuck this.
But it was dope because you were stopping. I remember that shit like it was yesterday. We were stopping in the middle of North Carolina and eating at a rest stop. And back in the early 90s, beautiful. Crazy. You're eating on this.
That's why someone would do
Tennessee,
the road
that
trip.
shit was dope. We were eating at rest stops, yeah, at parks. We were literally stopping at a dope park that we saw a picnic table. We'd stop and we'd eat there, and we'd take a shit there. That's what we did. But I swear to God. So, anyways, go to Kalamazoo, see one side of the family, see my cousins, have a whole lake experience, super white people shit, dope. Then we go to New Jersey because Elizabeth Union City is literally
there are a lot of Cubans.
it's fucking Hialeah in the middle of New Jersey. I don't know if you know about that. Union City is literally Hialeah.
Das' dad is from Jersey.
Union City is literally Hialeah. Signs in Spanish, bodegas everywhere, but they're not Puerto Ricans. They're all Cubans. Then you go to Elizabeth. Elizabeth has everything, but that's where you know what it reminded me of, that fucking movie with the little electrical shit and the chips. What was the name of that movie? Oh my god, with like flying electrical shit in the 80s. You remember?
I was about to say, what description? Electrical shit.
It was like a New York.
Johnny
It was like a
Five?
New
I was
York
like-
apartment building. Oh my god, it's gonna come to me during the middle of the podcast, and I'll bring it up.
And blurt it out, please.
Yeah, scream it out. It's an apartment building where everybody lives in the apartment building, and this guy starts like fucking around with electronic shit, and then the electronic shit comes alive, and they all start coming alive, and they like fix up the building, putting the tiles in. You remember? I'll bring it up. Anyways,
Bring
I
it
swear
up
to God.
when you remember.
Anyways, I walked into this apartment building, and that's what it was. But anyways, we get to New York. When we get to New York, and we're seeing New York City for the first time, we're driving through New York. My dad's asking where the Empire State Building is. How could we see the fucking Statue of Liberty? And at the first red light that we get, my dad's like, oh shit, what's happening there? We're looking at the car in front of us. This guy starts talking to the driver, and this other guy fucking dives into the car, reaches, grabs the purse, and fucking runs down the street.
Welcome to New York.
It's exactly
Yap
what my mom
City.
said. My mom's like, welcome to New York. Put your fucking windows up. Everybody put your windows up. Bro, that was my welcome to New York, motherfucker, where
Maximum
we don't play.
Overdrive.
No, man. Short Circuit?
That's the one with Johnny
No,
Five.
that's Johnny Five.
No, not Short
That's the one
Circuit.
that I said.
No, it's not Short Circuit.
Yeah, Johnny
Oh my God, I'm not going to start looking for it now. 'cause
Yeah,
then I'll
don't
spend the
start
whole
looking at it,
podcast
yeah.
doing that. But anyways, that was my first. All that was just to tell you my first 5 minutes in New York City, like actual New York City, after jumping into a bunch of tunnels from New Jersey. When I finally got into New York City, this motherfucker dives into the car, snatches a purse, and just dips.
Well, that's very early 90s New York City.
And then the guy with the driver, the husband and the guy are just fighting, and the wife is opening the door like, what the fuck? And I'm like, and everybody's honking like, move, get the fuck out the way. And I'm like, this is awesome.
No, New York is it's an acquired taste, but it's I think it's cool, and and I still love New York. But I'm happy to come when I come home. That's all.
I felt like I was
go for
in
3
the
or 4
movie.
days, and I enjoy myself very much. I eat very New York food. I see my friends. I move around in the city. I move around Long Island. It's great, and then I come
Strong
home.
Island.
And I come home to Miami.
I felt like I was in the movie Mo Money.
Huh?
I don't even know if Mo Money was shot in New York, but that's what I felt like.
More money, more money, more money.
Like people just running through the streets, cops everywhere. It was awesome. It's good times. Childhood.
I don't remember my first experience in New York.
Not memorable.
Not that I remember. I remember. I mean,
See what I mean?
I've seen some crazy shit, but not.
Nothing happened like that.
Well, I mean,
But you saw Javi.
I moved here. I moved here.
Well, no,
you know,
my first time going to New York, I was a kid, and I remember like I was there. And my mom was covering my face. There was like a homeless taking a shit in an alley, and my mom was covering my face.
It's a very New York
So
experience.
I was a kid. I must have been like 6. So stuff like that. I remember like stuff like that, but there was nothing like snatching.
Swear to God that I die. Because everybody always thinks I make this shit up. I will call my mom tomorrow on speakerphone with all 3 of you.
Men in
Just to
Black.
confirm.
Men in Black was the first time I went to New York when they were filming that one.
It's like 97.
Because I had convinced my mom to take me to get the Jason Kids with the big bubbles on
Those
the
are
side.
hard.
And when I bought those, she got them for me. And then when we walked outside, they were filming.
Did
Nope.
they zap you?
I still like that movie. When it's on TV, I watch it.
It's a classic. No?
Still like it.
You didn't like it?
I mean, I liked it, but it's
Bro, when he shoots the guy's head off and then it just fucking respawns.
it's
when
like
you were a kid, it was like you weren't expecting that.
I go through where I know the movie was good, but then like I start watching it and I'm like analyzing how bad things
But it's
like
so long
were
ago. Everything
compared
is
to
different.
now.
Yeah, no,
that's what I'm saying.
obviously.
The graphics, the screenplays, everything is
That's
different.
You
the
got
type of
Tommy
shit-
Lee Jones. like as an old vet.
I think it's pretty funny, and that's
Is he
like that was
even
like
alive?
that was like prime Will Smith.
I don't know.
Is he alive?
Yeah, he just old as shit. He's
Greatest
probably-
movie
he's
Tommy
probably-
Lee Jones ever did. Greatest movie ever that he ever did.
Not the One Armed Man.
Yeah, The Fugitive.
That's a good movie.
That's a good movie.
I actually
Fugitive.
like the sequel, the what's
Oh,
it? U.S. Marshals.
Yeah,
I like that one too.
I saw, what do you call it the other day? No Country for Old
Men?
Men, whatever it is. But it's not really.
You had never seen it?
No, I've seen
I
it.
haven't seen
I just
it. I
saw it
haven't seen
again.
that
And when
yet.
you said
I heard
best
it's
movie,
good.
that's the first thing that hit my head.
I haven't seen that. Yeah, I heard it's good.
You haven't seen it?
I know it's
Favorite line?
old, but it's
You haven't
Favorite
seen
line
it?
from The Fugitive?
Bro, don't ever make fun of me again.
no JP. You're the guy that like you're the guy that's like, yo,
Never.
I haven't seen The Matrix. Like you're that guy.
He's like, I saw part
JP,
one.
have you seen The Matrix?
Part two?
I think I saw all three of them. I don't remember them. I remember the first one. I don't remember the rest.
I saw all.
Anyways, my favorite line from The Fugitive is when Harrison Ford goes, I didn't kill my wife. And he
don't
goes,
care.
I don't care. So gangster. Guy's like, I'm fighting for my life. He's like, I don't give a shit. I'm a cop.
You switched the samples. That's a good movie. That's a hard movie. It's a good movie.
That's one of Harrison Ford's
Yeah, it's a
greatest
hard
movies.
movie.
Like, cause he's one of my favorite actors of all time. He's done like epic classics.
Harrison Ford?
Yeah, he's gangster in every movie he's ever done. Every movie he's ever done, he's the shit. Ever.
Nah, he's like a Hall of Fame actor for sure, no doubt.
Star Wars, he's the fucking gangster that's trying to fuck the princess.
Except he got murked out by his son in the recent ones.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. What? Fuck out of here.
Like
a gangster.
I feel like with stuff like Star Wars,
Indiana Jones?
you either watch it or you don't. So like you've either seen them all or you've seen none of them. You
Fuck,
know?
I forgot he was Indiana Jones. For a
Yeah.
split second, I just remembered right now. Yeah.
Yeah. Indy. His dad is Sean Connery. Like,
Yeah.
that makes you a gangster by default. And River Phoenix plays him as a kid. That's gangster too. Like,
River Phoenix, God, he killed himself like
Yeah.
how many years ago?
I don't know. He was a kid when we were fucking children. Like,
Yeah.
legit children. That's just nuts. Speaking of nuts, Takeoff.
Oh,
shot?
I thought you were going somewhere else.
No, man. What the fuck? No, man. No.
No, I didn't mean that.
No,
I
I'm
thought
talking
you-
about deaths when they're young. Takeoff was 28. That's what I meant. Like,
No,
I didn't even
and-
know he was that young.
Did you?
I thought he was older.
So I thought he was like 30, 32.
But just think about it like this, guys.
Fucking kid.
They've been out for 10 years. When they came out, they were kids.
And like, not for anything, not to. I feel like he was just like putting out his best music.
He was the best rapper out of that group, I think.
But recently, because his early shit wasn't great, but like the kids have been literally trying to put me on for like the past year and a half to him, telling me, you got to hear this, you got to hear this. The new one that he made with Quavo, this last album.
Yeah,
Have you heard it?
The single, I loved it. I would say that that's like I wasn't into Migos.
The Outkast
but
one?
The one. What's it called? The Hotel Lobby. That joint.
Yeah, but have you heard the song that goes on after Hotel Lobby?
No.
I can't play it now because it'll get canceled in the podcast, right? It doesn't matter. We're not that big.
Nah. Well, I'll hear it. After,
Oh my
but
god!
I do want to hear it.
You got to hear the sample though.
The suspense.
I'm just gonna play the very beginning.
Oh, they did a song on that beat. Dope.
Tough.
But yeah, like so.
ATL, they're Atlanta. That's
But have you
Outkast.
guys heard? Have you guys heard that they said that it might have been his own people that killed him by
Yeah,
accident?
it was an accident.
Yeah.
Supposedly, I don't know. I didn't see the video.
It was fight with. No, I saw the video with his head blown off. And I hate that, by the way. Like that's
Yeah,
like
they even
that's
have
like
that.
the most. That's like the most.
Supposedly-
you have no heart at that
No, at all.
point when you're taking pictures of someone with their head blown off because like their kids and their family are gonna see that shit. Like
From what I heard, it was a guy pulling out a gun, and as he pulled it out, it fired, and he just happened to be sitting right there, and literally just took his fucking head off.
from what I heard, they started arguing over Dice
Dice.
at 3:00 in the
But
morning.
Quavo was the one
And
arguing.
Yeah.
yes, and Quavo, and so
some other
it
guy was like-
somebody in his camp that was going to brandish, and he accidentally shot this guy, and then they fired back. So the reports were that it was a shootout, but it was like a friendly fire, and he like popped him in his head. That's crazy. Like, and
Yeah,
horrible.
but it also, I mean, like, fuck, bro. You're almost 30. You've been getting money.
And what are you doing in Houston rolling dice at 3
Why
o'clock
are
in the
you in
morning?
that element? Exactly.
That's the argument that I have with a lot of shit. It's
Like, fuck.
When does being like the gangster, like the cool guy, especially when you're already rich, when does that like expire? When are you just worried about
when
your
you
safety
get rich
and your
legit,
kids?
like if you get rich legit, like
Yo, those guys had a lot.
I thought the whole point was to get the fuck out.
Right.
Why would you take everybody with you?
Correct.
like you like once if you get rich legit, then
Even if you don't.
no, I mean come on, if you're like mafia gangster,
It's half
shit.
Miami.
No,
half
like,
Miami's dirty money, and they wash it and they make it clean.
Right. And then there are rappers.
You might do stupid shit when you're young, but you're 30 and you've been getting money. Like like you said, you've been doing it for
getting
10 years because they started as fucking kids,
and I don't want to
as a joke, getting laughed at, and then they exploded.
They had #1 singles, platinum records, like
Bad and Bougie?
Yeah, like big records.
Do it look like I got left out bad and bougie?
But like
R.I.P.
like these guys.
That's what he told.
You know these guys with there's some rappers that obviously that they're not making legal money, but like like Yo Gotti's label, like the name of it is Cocaine Music Group.
Yes.
And all of those guys, they don't sell any records, but they all have 9 Lamborghinis and $10 million houses.
And they're always walking around with literally $500,000 in cash.
So
Like, literally,
yeah,
like-
I'm pretty sure that. But at that point, didn't one of these young Dolphins got murdered like a couple months ago? Like so, dude, like it's
No, and it's always in your hometown, in your place. In this case, it was Houston, but you're with your people. Like, you're with your circle. He's with Quavo, and I'm sure all his security and shit. Like, what are you doing out there? Why are you shooting dice?
There's no reason. There's no reason. Just be I know they're young and rich, but be young and rich in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Where you're safe.
At home.
But
you're still not safe there.
no, Atlanta's not a safe city.
I'm sorry.
Especially with
I
like
feel-
the urban community.
Well, no,
Yeah.
you're not safe in the same setting in a different city. Is what you're saying?
No, you
Like,
can't
go-
be home. And I feel like you have to either be, like, not for anything. I feel like you have to either be in fucking Miami or New York. That's the only places people don't get hit.
Yeah.
If you really think about it.
Yeah.
Atlanta's not safe. Cali's not safe. Texas isn't safe.
And
Because Texas, everybody's trapped.
and as comfortable
It's the complete opposite.
And Sergio, as comfortable as you are in Miami,
Oh, you can still get-
would you go roll dice in Overtown
No.
at 3 a.m.?
I wouldn't do that shit in Pinecraft. Why the fuck would I be shooting dice? I'm fucking paid and I'm 28.
Yeah, I'd be at the crib.
I'd have chicks with me.
Yeah, I'd be
I'm
the-
single.
Yeah, I'd be at the crib.
It would be a competition every single day.
I know people would be like hindsight 2020 or like if you
Nah,
were that
man,
age,
come
like
on.
nah. I
Look,
think
you know
I'd
who's
be
doing it right?
who
And not to bring him up, that we bring him up every single podcast.
Drake.
Drizzy. Drizzy's having a blast. I feel like nobody wants to kill Drake because then literally you're gonna get
because
peeled.
he's gambling online.
Yeah, but no, he's doing that to get paid.
But he also has a
He's sponsored. It
compound.
was
He
a
has
joke.
an
It was a
entourage
joke.
with like 9 guys, and they all his boy Chubbs is probably his shooter, like dead ass. Like he doesn't do anything. He just probably has a fucking Desert Eagle on him, ready to
Hey.
take someone's head off.
Desert Eagle.
The most impractical gun ever, but he's taking shoulders off.
He's dropping his album with 21. That should be good. That should be good.
I think for someone like me, I
gonna
don't
be hip-hop.
I don't know if I could hear 12 songs of that. But
21.
But if it's like 12
21.
Jimmy Cooks, I could fuck with it.
Pussy.
I could do 12 Jimmy Cooks. Can you do 12 Jimmy Cooks? 12
I could do
Jimmy
12
Cook
Jimmy
quality songs?
See, but the problem is Jimmy Cooks. I only listen to halfway through and then I stop it.
Why?
I switch the side.
You don't like 21?
Nah, not really.
Pussy.
I think 21 is a little overrated, to be honest.
Super overrated.
Yeah, he's a little overrated.
There's no.
Shoulda got deported.
It's just like it's like
You know that story, right?
That's the funniest shit ever. The
I
guy-
love when random people
Yo, he's like a
almost
British.
get deported.
He's like a British national.
Yeah. Like,
21 reminds me of like if
21.
you did like
I don't puss-
lyrics
man,
on
man.
a computer and like
Well, he's getting
let
deported
it
for being
auto
British.
robot do it.
what do you mean?
That's what he sounds like to me.
Who?
He sounds like a robot.
His flow
yeah,
is
it's like
yeah.
it sounds like you like did like the paragraph on the computer and then you're like sound. And
But
it's
you know,
like,
it's entertaining. His flow is entertaining to me because of the ad libs. It's like every line. It's like, on God, yeah, let's go.
21. 21. His fucking name is an ad lib.
Yeah, he's
No,
he's pretty funny.
You know what I watched, which is hilarious? an old Migos interview on Breakfast Club where Takeoff the entire time just does ad libs,
Yeah,
and it's hilarious.
that's
They're talking and they're like, "Yeah, but they didn't know that." He's like, "Cap, boobity boobity," and it's like, "What?" And he was like, "Yeah, man, we had to do that shit." Like Quavo's like, "Yeah, we had to do that shit, man. It's like family on God," and it's like
that's
the whole time hilarious though.
They are the ad lib kings. But regarding Drake, like we've talked about this many times. He's gonna go number one as he always does. I hope that there's like a little bit of rap on it. You know, like
How could it not be a little bit?
Yeah,
I don't think
I mean-
21's doing any house music, bro.
Yeah, I think
I don't see 21 and Swedish House Mafia collabing.
it was supposed to come out the 28th.
Oh, I think it's coming out
28th.
Friday. I think it's Friday.
So
Because they've been doing crazy like press releases on Instagram today and yesterday. The Howard Stern one is pretty funny. Have you seen that one?
they went on Howard Stern.
No, it's like you have to go on Champagne Poppy's Instagram page. He started going crazy today posting shit. He posted like a 2-minute clip of him, 21, and Howard Stern. And Howard Stern's like, "So I heard you're addicted to porn." And he's like, "What kind of porn do you watch?" He's like, "Only top. Just top. The best toppers. Just
That's what 21 said.
No, that's Drake. Drake's like just champions, like the professionals doing what they do." And it's just like
That's pretty funny.
hilarious.
The fact that he actually searches top
Yeah.
like dome porn.
At
That's
first, I
pretty
thought
funny.
it was like, bro, this is fake. This has to be fake. And then he's like, actually answering Howard Stern. He's like, "Toppers, no, that's my favorite kind. Like the professional, the ones that put the effort in, like the ones that."
Nah, Drake is a little bit of a savage. So
I mean,
we
it
know
could
that.
be just comedy.
I'm sure it is, but he's hilarious. Did you see him when he hosted ESPYs? Side pieces?
Like years ago.
Yeah, you've seen side pieces?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Where he does it with Brian McKnight? That's hilarious.
Nah, he's good.
You didn't find it hilarious?
Yeah, I mean,
Brian
I
McKnight
don't know about
singing his ass off?
I don't know about hilarious.
I thought
mean,
it was
funny,
hilarious.
but
I thought the side pieces were hilarious. I thought that skit was hilarious.
Definitely good.
And I thought Brian McKnight sang his ass off for a random song to the girls way in the back. Bro, that shit was hilarious.
Yeah, and Brian McKnight's one of those like OG
He a
R&B
real one.
singers,
Yeah,
for sure.
gangster. And that's why he's like the king of side pieces. Mr. Brian McKnight. But yeah, no, I thought super sad. Another was not so sad. What were we gonna say? I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry. No, you had like a no. Go where you're gonna go, and I'll circle back.
No, I was just gonna say what's not so sad is your boy Yeezy.
Why's it got to be my boy?
I'm
Because I'm
just-
black.
Cause I'm Jewish. So
Nah, but I mean,
no, I think we're all Jewish now because Ye's fucking crazy.
he's so. But
Like,
he's like he's.
I feel attacked.
He's self-destructing in front of the whole world. It's like it's not
sad.
even funny. It's
No,
not
it's
funny.
sad.
Did you
I've
watch
been
his
saying it though.
apology?
I've been saying it.
did you watch his
The apology was a rambling. Piece
Yeah, but
of
did you
shit.
hear him today?
No,
Nah,
Today he
it's like,
came
I don't
out
even wanna-
again and he's like, "No, because I was diagnosed, but the doctor that diagnosed me, I can't say what he was because I'll offend people, and I can't say what kind of hospital it was because they were Jewish." And I'm like, "Oh, he's tripling down."
No, he's like, hey, let me just dig the scab a little more.
He's like-
because I'm stupid.
He's like, "Yeah, I got diagnosed with," and I'm like, "Bro, like, he needs help. He refuses to get help. He can't because he's sick.
You know what's worse?
He's been sick. I've been saying this. I've been consistent about this since
Yes.
the time. I swear to God, you know what set it off for me years ago when he got punked by Ashton Kutcher. He's one of the like second or third people. Did you see him get punked?
Yeah, and he was super tight. He
Starts
upset.
freaking out. He's
Yeah.
like, "I did shit in Paris. I did shit in Paris."
Yeah, he was flipping
And then
out.
when nobody knows what he's talking about, he's like, "Paris, Paris."
I never saw that
yeah,
shit.
but Punked was like,
And he's like, "You can't take this.
years
This
ago.
isn't film. This is art. This is mine." And I'm like, "Oh, he's fucked."
No, but that's why Virgil got the job instead of him because Virgil's
he's-
stable R.I.P. Virgil, but Virgil's stable.
More creative. I mean,
That's arguable.
Yeah.
That's arguable.
No, you don't
You
like-
gotta understand. Like he had the Louis kicks 15 years ago, and they were fire.
Who?
Like Kanye West.
Kanye West, yeah,
And
I know.
I like his kicks better than Virgil's kicks. I do.
I mean, he's done some really dope shit.
sneaker wise, I think Kanye's a better designer. You like the fashion too? Everything earth tones.
Nah, I don't want the shredded hoodies and shit.
Homeless,
Nah.
or everything
Not into
light
that at
brown,
all.
everything tan, everything tan, tan everything, tan socks, tan shoes, tan pants, tan shirt, tan everything. Am I wrong? Everything is earth tones and sands. That's how the whole fucking Kardashians have been for the past 8 years because of Kanye.
Kind of like that though.
Yeah, I know, because it's Kanye.
No, I just like the
Well,
single
you hate
color.
Jews. You hate Jews.
Wow.
Jesus Christ! You gonna, right there, boom, shotgun.
How many pair of Yeezys do you have, Jew hater?
So that part.
Those
so-
are like Nazi shoes
I have
now.
Adidas.
Like, you know, like they used to say Beamers are like Nazi sleighs. Yeah, if you're wearing Yeezy, you hate Jews.
I'll say this. So
He's like,
I,
oh my God,
I
we're
would
gonna get
say
canceled.
I would say as for with Kanye, like
Are you gonna mute me? Did you mute me?
I'm
How
still
would I mute you?
like I bought the sneakers. I'm still gonna wear them because they're
Which
Adidas.
ones?
They're Adidas.
Yeezys?
Yeah, and they're very comfortable.
And
super
the price is
comfortable.
about to go super high.
And I no
Super
what I'm hoping for, and I'm
didn't mean to
sorry
whistle.
if I'm a dick about this. They take off the 350 and put a Adidas logo and sell them for $129, and I'll buy 10 pairs.
They already exist.
Yeah, no,
they
they're
made
doing
them
that.
at the same time.
They're rebranding them now, though.
No. You don't understand. They already did this.
I know, but they're already saying that they're not going to stop producing the same shit that they have.
Right.
They're just going to remove his name and label from
They
it.
already
They own
did
the rights
that
to
like
everything.
5 years ago.
They
Remember when I
have,
was showing you that they've been
Yeah.
They already did that.
they have the SP350.
No, it's the same shoe with a different type of material.
No. But now they're going to be the exact same shoe, just Adidas.
I heard that they were gonna just take off. Yeah, they were
Absolutely.
gonna take off the Yeezy off.
And that's
everything
what he
and then sell
gets
them
for
again.
talking all that shit about. Yo, it turns out he signed a stupid deal. He
as he always does.
Yeah, he didn't own all the intellectual property. He didn't own shit.
You know how crazy that is that he left Nike because Nike wouldn't let him own the designs and he wouldn't get a royalty.
And he did the same shit
Adidas
with
gave
Adidas.
him the royalty, but you would think that if that's the main reason you left Nike, the biggest shoe company ever, right? That the first line of your Adidas contract, even though it made you $250 million a year,
no, his
would
thing-
be that you own your designs outright.
His problem with Nike is they wouldn't make something new for him. None of his shoes were anything new. They Frankensteined
They
old
did.
shoes together.
Absolutely did.
So he was angry at the beginning that he didn't have freedom to create.
His
this
Nikes
thing.
were fire. I thought they were fire. I really did.
Those Red Octobers are tacky as fuck.
I wonder what I like the first version better, and
No, I like
the platinum
all of
of the
those.
second one.
I like
too.
the Red October version, just not the red shoe. There's
Yeah.
other colors.
Yeah, I thought the Red October was super hyped. But so he's complained about his Nike contract, his record deals, and I'm like, yo, but if you got all this money and you're paying lawyers, like you don't read the contract and your lawyer's not worth a damn if you every time you sign a contract it's a bad contract. But at the same time, I don't know why common sense isn't common because listen, regardless of what your gripes are. If you just know about this country, and this is not an attack because it's just a statement of fact, Jewish people own everything in this country. They own the radio stations. They own the TV.
Here we go.
They own the TV stations. They own the magazines.
Is this something? Is this like the thing with African Americans? It's not all Jewish.
But I'm not hating.
It's not all
that's
Jewish.
great. And more power to them.
What I will give Jewish people credit for, which, and I think the old school Cubans have that mentality as well,
They stay together.
is you try to lift up your friends and family
Yes.
before anyone else.
The Chinese do that.
And it's
Chinese
not
Jamaican
just
do
a
that.
religious thing. It's just that historically, Jewish people, at least Jewish communities, they put their own on. And I think everybody does that. Like, in general, they're just more either disciplined about it or it's not just part of the religion, but it's more part of the culture. Like, it's just...
Yeah.
It's just, it becomes nature. And it works.
And that's not hating.
And that's not hating. That's like literally how this city was built, but with like Hispanics and Latinos.
right.
Because it's like everything else. In Miami, it ain't what you know. It's who you know.
100%.
And that's how business works in everything in life. Look, my current job, they don't hire from outside. Ever. And not for a management position. Ever. Everything is from promote from within. When I got hired, it was a shitstorm at the company. People like literally complaining to managers, general managers, people that have been there for years. Like, how are you going to hire some guy from the street? And the way I got the job is because somebody that I worked with at my store ended up going over there. And when they asked him, hey, is there anybody at that dealership that's any good? The guy vouched for me and swore up and down that I was worth it.
Same exact thing happened to me.
And it literally got me in. Yeah, it's like a mom version of
those are
Yeezys,
old
bro.
though. I remember those. But those were like
You can show us to the
Bobo
camera. You can show
Yeezys.
us to the camera.
You can pop it in.
Oh, you can pop
Yeah,
it.
those are like.
Sorry, I forgot.
Those were at the Nike.
We got
outlet.
technology in this motherfucker.
Yeah, those
Why
are
would they be at the Nike outlet if they're Adidas?
I mean, the Adidas outlet. What do you mean? That's what I meant. But same thing. So the guy that brought me into my firm, if happens to be a Jewish guy, and
Who put a black guy down?
and put me down because he knew that I was nice with it. And
Exactly.
Guess who the other partner is? He's also Jewish. So it's not a thing there.
But if you were an attorney, you'd have a possibility one day if you built up a client list or a clientele, becoming a partner with him.
Of course. If I was an attorney, that would be my goal to be a
And
partner.
you wouldn't have to change your name to something super Jewish.
No.
Don't be racist. Don't say a Jewish last name. I know it's.
And
I just want to do a Jewish accent right now just because I'm stupid. But I can't because then I'm racist like you are.
no.
I didn't mean you. I meant like all black people. They're racist.
Wow, make it even worse.
No, I didn't mean like I think that.
Where the hell is this going right
I'm
now?
saying Patrice.
Let's not go down the rabbit hole.
Patrice is
Cuban
like,
guy.
no, man. Patrice is like, yeah, man. Kanye is wrong. All Jewish people.
But that's not racist. It's facts. It's pure facts. Like all the record labels are owned by Jewish guys. All the media companies are owned by Jewish guys. All the banks are owned by Jewish guys.
They got
it's
it. Hey,
not
JP
wrong.
Morgan ain't a Jew. Jamie Dimon is though, right?
Anyhow, so my thing is that if you're in these,
Jamie Dimon's not. Jamie Dimon can't be. Dimon is not a Jewish last name. There's no way.
But hold on, if you're trying to
No way.
if you're trying to do business,
That's like a South Park episode.
if Kanye's trying
can't
to
help
do
it.
business,
Put a muzzle on him.
seriously, if Kanye's trying to do business after all of that, it's crazy that why do you think that you're gonna get another chance? Like you're doubling, tripling down,
With another company that is owned by two Jewish people.
right?
Like Skechers.
Like you can't. There's if you're blackballed, you're blackballed. Like that's what it is. And so I don't know what he's gonna do. To be honest, he's just gonna really
He's gonna have a mental breakdown.
He's gonna have to go to China and make his own shit.
No, you know what he has to do? He has to like go to therapy and get medicated and take some time off and reflect and try to grow as a person.
Maybe he should have done that the last 15 years.
I get you, but he hasn't because he's had a bunch of yes people around him. Like,
You think the yes people are going away?
no, because he's not going to push them away. He's going to listen to him, and they're going to listen to whatever he says because they don't want to get pushed away and they want to milk him for every dollar that he has.
Yeah.
Because that's life. That's what happens when you're fucked up, and he's fucked up. Like, I'm sorry, he's gone.
Would you buy a non-Yeezy Yeezys?
Fuck yes.
I mean,
I would.
350s?
Truth is that I wouldn't buy I don't own any of the Adidas at all.
No.
Besides Yeezys.
Would you buy a 350 that doesn't say
he says
Yeezy
he's
on the
too
inside?
good. He's too good to not wear Nike.
Same
No,
shoe.
because I only wear Nike and
That's
Jordan.
what he's saying. That he only wears Nike and Jordans. That's what he just said.
Yeah.
But he has 10. But he has 10 pairs of Yeezys.
No. He doesn't wear any Adidas except for Yeezys and Jordans.
Maybe more than 10.
Tired of you, JP.
Yeah, he's a fanboy. I'll call you back.
Yeah, those are
So how hurt are you that this guy's having a mental breakdown?
How hurt am I? I'm not hurt at all.
I'm
Not
hurt
my
because I
problem.
feel like I'm never gonna get any good Kanye music ever.
I
again.
haven't got any good Kanye
I gave
music in-
up after St. Pablo. It all just went.
Saint Pablo.
Yes, that was a good one. Go fuck yourself. That was a good one.
Yeah,
I
bleaching
feel like
You like
assholes.
Joey Badass too much to say anything right now about
Bleaching
St. Pablo.
assholes is not good content. I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah, and that song is fire, despite Kanye West.
Yeah.
Just the hook and the beat are good without him just talking. That'd be good. He literally he's really talking about, if I meet this model and she beats her asshole.
That's fucking stupid as
Like,
shit.
And it gets on my shirt. Like, these
And
are bars.
if he was a garbage rapper, I get it. But like, he's capable of good shit. And people fall off, but not that hard, that fast. I'm sorry. He went from crazy production value and just
That
solid
concert was bad as fuck.
and solid lyrics
I bet it
to
was.
St. Pablo tour was
totally different, weird,
tough.
like even to like aggressive house music. Like he does like some weird beats.
Yeah. There's a couple songs on that
That are good.
On the last
Then
album.
a lot of people follow.
No, because it's gotten to a point like my son has a friend that's obsessed with everything Kanye says to the point where now he's like, well, Kanye makes a lot of valid points. And I'm like, bro, stop. And don't say that shit at work because you're going to get canceled.
Don't. Please. Just don't.
I was like, don't. And if you really agree with that, then you need to stop and you need to learn your history. Because what I was telling people at work is, and I get that he's black. I'm very well aware that Kanye is black. But that rhetoric is literally what started World War II. Like, that's literally what sparked a Nazi upbringing in Germany is
Facts.
all these fucking Jews, all these fucking Jews, all these fucking Jews, until everybody's like, all these fucking Jews, bro, these fucking Jews, these fucking Jews. And then before you know it, literally, you're justifying genocide. And I know that's crazy to say that could happen, but look at all the other shit that's happening in the world today.
YouTube is definitely gonna flag this fucking episode.
Well, I'm just saying, like,
this guy has.
I'm just saying that's what happened. Oh, come on, man.
I'm just kidding.
Come on, por favor.
Episode 7 dropped.
Get out of here, bro. I've had way too many Lockies to be fucking anti-Semitic. I'm sorry. The applesauce.
Nah, and it was really cringe.
You know about that?
Lockies?
Lockies?
It was really
It's like
cringe.
Jewish hash browns, bro. Fire. I'm not a big fan of too much Jewish food, but Lockies.
Sergio, stay on the ground, dog. I feel like you just want to dig. You want to jump in the pool. Just don't. Just
Saying Lockies with applesauce. Try it. Try it.
And then on Drink Champs was so cringe that number one, they were egging him on, and it was embarrassing. But what's worse is that
because Nori's just
when he said I could say anti-Semitic shit and not get canceled, and then he said it again.
I can say anti-Semitic shit and not get canceled.
And they can't do anything. And I was like,
yeah.
And then he was fired the next day, and
You
everybody
won't learn
fired him the next
today.
day.
Everybody. Balenciaga.
You know how crazy it is. Mind you, he's so rich as fuck. But you go from being worth 1.6 billion to being worth 400 million.
No
in
one
24
wants
hours.
anything to do with you. Nobody
would
wants
you?
to put your name next to you.
Who's gonna die on that hill?
Nobody.
Who's gonna ride with him in that
No one.
situation?
All he's gonna keep getting is interviews, and he's gonna keep spewing stupidities because he's incapable of any kind of self-control, or bro, he's literally having a mental breakdown in front of
incapable
everybody.
of putting together a coherent thought. Like he
he
goes in and
rambles.
apologize, and he just talks in circles. He
rambles.
doesn't say shit.
Yeah.
It's like you ain't saying nothing, like a whole lot of nothing, and he doesn't mean it. It's just that he doesn't mean it. It's just that he knows that
he's repeating the same shit over and over and over and over again. So I don't know if he means it or not, but
So I have
sounds like he means it.
So I have a question.
Is he racist?
No.
Probably.
Hold on. I have a question. So this is 2-part. So obviously he's getting destroyed by everybody. Well deserved, right? So let's say he goes dark for 6 months, and then he pops back up, and he independently produced a fire pair of sneakers, maybe just Yeezy brand with no backing, and then he makes a dope fire hip hop album that felt like 15 years ago. Do you think everybody forgets it?
No, it's never gonna get forgotten because
I don't think they forget it.
Internet never forgets.
They don't forget it, but
He put too much content out there that nobody's ever gonna forget it.
you're not gonna forget it.
You got a 2-hour interview with Drink Champs, and 45 minutes of it is straight
Talking shit.
Jewish slander. Like it's just he doesn't stop.
I don't think anyone forgets.
And they're like changing the subject.
Dude,
They're like,
I
yeah,
think
what
they
about that?
still
He's like,
fuck
yeah,
with it.
that Andrew.
I think they still fuck with
They
it
caught
now.
the sneakers. They caught the album.
It's like that Andrew Schultz thing when he was like, you know, the Michael Jackson. Did you watch the special?
No, I didn't watch it yet.
You son of a bitch.
Does that
Everything I send this fucker, he doesn't.
Hey, does
All
that
right.
link still work? Or you
It's
own
on-
it,
it's
right?
on
I
YouTube.
own
It's on-
it.
it's on YouTube.
It's on YouTube. You
It's
put
on
it on
YouTube now.
YouTube. You
You
can
put it
watch
on
the whole
YouTube.
thing.
The whole thing is on YouTube.
Yes, you
Yeah,
gotta watch
it's
this
good.
one thing. He says he talks
I've
about
seen
like,
a lot of clips of it, and it sounds.
He's
sounds
funny.
Really
He
funny.
says that he has like a skit in there. He's like,
And he pushes the line, and it's everybody knows that he does it from a fun place, so
Yeah.
it's fun. Like he says racist shit, but it's funny.
He has this one like I'm obviously clearly like not saying the exact thing, but he says something like did what he did he touch enough boys to not listen to
to
him?
not listen to his classics.
Something like that. He was like,
Yeah.
I don't know if he did enough to
That's a
not
hell of a
listen.
line.
He's like, cause Thriller.
That's what I'm saying. So I mean, I think people will still.
You know how
listen
crazy
to
it is that like every song on that album charted? Every song.
Yeah.
And,
Before,
and 40 years ago.
yeah, I was gonna
every
say
song on
before
that album
social media
charted.
streaming,
and
all
they're
that.
still listening to it today.
Still, and
It's
sampled,
it's a fire album.
and still sampled
It's a fire album.
in every way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
I like
I-
Off the Wall.
And I like Bad.
Off
And
the Walls,
And I like
tough.
History. Like, I mean,
I feel like Off the Wall is like a disco skating album, and I love that album.
oh, that's definitely like to like
PYT.
be like
that's all on
drunk and
Off the
high
Wall.
too.
No, it's a. I mean, I grew up at Hot Wheels, so for me,
True.
it's like a skating album. Like you
Could you
want to.
skate?
Yeah, we all did.
No, I said could. I can't. I know Sergio.
Oh, could he? Oh, fuck,
Yeah,
I don't know.
Sergio didn't always look like this.
I think you could.
but
I
You
think
mean can I or could I?
could you
I
like
think we could.
like could you? Were you the guy on Hot Wheels that was going backwards in between people's legs and shit? Pause. You know,
Yes.
he's offended by this.
Yo.
Not everybody knows about Hot Wheels, Sergio.
Hot Wheels is a skating rink in South Florida, which happens to be outside the house I fucking grew up living by and raised my kids on, and my sister worked at, and my next door neighbor was the general manager, and my sister's best friends to this day are the crew from Hot Wheels, literally the crew from Hot Wheels. Like, that's where I met DJ Irie. He was the pizza guy. He wasn't even the fucking DJ at first. He was just Ian. He was, and then he became Irie I. That was his name, DJ Irie I. And he used to do fucking Saturday mornings and Sunday mornings. And then they let him do like a Friday night and it took off. And then a Saturday night and then it went up. And then he just started doing Friday nights. And then they opened Thunder Wheels. And then he started doing Saturdays at Hot Wheels, Friday nights Thunder Wheels to help build up Thunder Wheels, which Thunder Wheels fucking exploded because he was there.
Where's Thunder Wheels?
It was on Flagler.
Yeah, it was.
Flagler, as
Yeah.
you would say, Casapinga.
Casa carajo. Yeah. Or Casa
hard.
Pinga. Yeah.
Ain't
Casa
nobody
Pinga's
can
fuck.
go to Flagler to
That came
hang
out
out.
supernatural for you, QB.
Yo,
Luigi.
hanging out with you guys, eating croquetas and shit. Yo,
Shit. Yeah, no, but yeah, I mean, of course I know how to skate backwards, shuffle. I shuffle fucking like every fucking body in ATL or any fucking
I
movie.
swear to God, I would pay $500 to see you do some skate tricks right now. I swear.
Bro, and
I
then
swear
we could-
I
I
would.
can
and then
do it.
and then you know how I'm breaking. Power sliding. Fuck out of here, bro.
I can't even imagine it, but I'm sure.
I'll pop 2-wheel motion, where I'm like on my back wheel on my left foot and my front wheel on my right, and I don't know how good I could do that right now. Probably blow out an ACL, LCL, MCL.
Yo,
I
JP,
hope this footage looks
JP,
good.
can we split a fee to see this? I would love it. This would be
have
we'll
to.
go viral for sure
Bro,
with
well,
Sergio.
Every
we're
Monday
gonna
night.
we're gonna do Monday night podcast at Hot Wheels.
Yeah, that'd be
Shit.
dope. That'd be dope.
Yo, I have a whole fucking bro. I have a whole Hot Wheels playlist on my phone, bro. Who are you talking to?
What's on the playlist?
Do
A
you
lot
know
of
how
Debbie
to-
Deb.
Do you know how
A
to
lot
roller
of
skate?
Debbie Deb.
Yeah,
Roller skate or inline skate?
I've never had rollerblades, roller skates, four wheels.
Hey. All right.
Yeah, I've never had.
Because you know the whole
rollerblades.
thing about rollerblades, right?
No. Tell me.
Like, is that when you knew you were gay? That was always the question of rollerblades. Yeah, who said that? Wasn't it Bill Burr? He's like, Bill Burr. He's like, everybody was rollerblading. And then somebody made the joke. You don't know the joke? He's like, oh, yeah. Is that, did you know you were gay? And then the whole world threw away their rollerblades and everybody stopped.
Hey,
he just says it like that.
Bill Burr is
he's
very
the
funny,
best.
by the way.
Hilarious.
He's very funny.
He's one of my favorites.
Oh yeah.
Das doesn't like crack up at comedy specials, and she was like crying, laughing at one of these Bill Burrs.
Look at my album cover.
Look at this motherfucker.
The OG Hot Wheels Skating Center picture is my playlist. But yeah, first song on the playlist.
Well, there's definitely like a...
And then a lot of Debbie Deb. No?
No, that's very Hot Wheels. Freestyle. Probably
Look,
freestyle.
JP's getting fucking goosebumps, and he's like, we're going to get... Don't worry, bro. No one's going to fucking... Don't know what to do. Do.
By the way, you know that they actually... These record companies and YouTube...
Still don't know what to do.
Record companies and YouTube, they actually hire people to just...
Whatever,
listen
bro.
to people shit and snitch.
No, it's automatic when you upload the video
Yeah, they just
Like it
automatically...
searches for the audio.
on its own. Yes.
Jeez.
That's
So
how
how
it's
fast?
like,
How
That's
fast?
pretty fire, actually.
How many seconds are you allowed to do? Does it cancel the whole podcast?
Fuck if I know.
Or are we just? Is this going to be a mute podcast?
No, it'll let you know at the beginning when you go to
band,
load it. It'll say, "Do you have any
episode
issue? If you have any copyright issues, it'll let you know before it posts." And if it says yes, then I just turn off the volume. And
Did I turn
On that part?
Wasn't this light on? Did I just turn it off?
no, the light wasn't on, but I did feel like the lights, like it got
Just
Light
dimmed.
wasn't on, you sure?
Did you just touch it?
No, that light wasn't on.
No, it wasn't on. I don't think it's been on.
Okay.
No,
Anyway.
I think the lights just dimmed for some reason. I haven't paid the light bill. It's gonna get shut off.
You guys don't watch TV, right?
TV?
Like, I don't watch TV.
No, at all. Stream. What?
I try to watch TV.
Yeah, I just stream.
You know what I thought about? I don't have time to watch TV. But
Yeah,
Game of
I don't.
Thrones?
Hold on, I don't watch TV like
HBO.
live. If that makes sense.
Did you watch
Yeah,
House
you-
of Dragon?
you
Did
stream.
anybody watch House of Dragon?
I'm on episode 4.
Did you watch House of Dragon?
no.
Did you watch Game of Thrones?
No.
Wait, the regular one?
You're
And you make
racist.
fun of me?
So
Look
wait.
at that. I don't understand you.
How have you not watched Game of Thrones?
I
You
don't
worked at
watch-
Tiger Direct
Because I don't
while
watch
it was out.
TV.
You worked at Tiger Direct while
Yeah,
it was out.
those everybody at Tiger Direct were freaking weirdos.
Game of Thrones was back then? Tiger Direct?
Started, yeah, absolutely, 100%.
Tell me I'm wrong.
How is that possible?
Well, because Tiger Direct was open 6 years ago, and it ended like 4 years ago or 5 years ago, and it went for 8 seasons. So yeah.
Game of Thrones isn't the Game of Thrones still alive? It's
No,
done?
now it's House of Dragon, bro. I can't believe you haven't watched House. I'm so mad right now. You're so JP.
I'm
right now.
black.
You're so JP right now. There's black people in. Well, there's like 3 black people in Game of Thrones, but there's
In the
a
whole
bunch
universe.
of black.
In the whole
but there's
Game
a
of Thrones
bunch
universe,
of black
there's 3
people in
black
House of the
people.
Dragon.
And I'm
House of the
sure all of
Dragon-
them get
There's
murdered.
a lot more in House of
House
Dragon.
of the Dragon. There's a black family. It's bad as fuck.
Ooh.
They're bro. They're Valerians.
We're
Bleach-
taking
with
strides.
bleached
They're
hair, with
taking
bleached
strides.
They ride dragons,
With bleached dreads.
bleach dreads, and they ride dragons. And the daughters grow up to be body tings.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
I didn't get that far. Spoiler alert. Fuck, bro. I just told you. Episode 4. What are you doing?
All right.
Oh, spoiler alert! People grow up. Yeah. Hey, other spoiler alert. Some of them will die.
So what I'm saying, what I was
Not the
asking,
Neritas. Not the Neritas on Game of Thrones. They haven't died yet.
I would love I would love to watch some of these shows. Like it's hard for me to sit down and just bang
the
out like
fuck
10
up, bro.
episodes.
This
And I don't
guy-
have time to do shit anyway.
this guy,
so.
bro.
Why do you
I
have to
swear to
Why do you
God.
have to binge it? Just
my
watch
God.
one a week.
Pat's the most
But
frustrating
if,
like
motherfucker.
normal fucking
but if it
people.
has 200
Yo,
episodes, you're gonna
anybody
be
that
watching for
hears
the rest
Pat
of your
talk-
life.
Anyone that hears
Oh,
Pat talk
time
would
out.
think that Pat has like, yo, I can't. I'm hopping on a plane. Yo, I can't. He's the busiest motherfucker in the world always.
I'm pretty fucking.
The
busy,
reason we
man.
haven't
I
done
am.
more episodes, FYI, is because
But he rips through 50 hours of YouTube a day.
yeah, no.
But I have 3 monitors in my office, so I can have one
Fucking-
monitor just for YouTube.
Eh, pinga.
And he could be
De
playing a TV
pinga.
show.
I can't pay
That's
attention
the
to a TV
busiest
show if I'm
motherfucker I ever
working.
met in my life.
Certain shows you can.
Like I can't do the background noise of a show.
You
I
can't do Game of Thrones. Cause
No, you
I want to
can't.
pay attention.
I tried.
No,
and
no, you
I
can't.
would watch them like 4
I
or
want to
5
pay
times.
attention.
No, I know, but with Game of Thrones, and I'm telling you, because I had this Like Gabriel. Gabriel started watching it, and then he started playing his phone. He ended up watching an episode like a season later, and he's like, what the fuck is happening? And I'm like, I thought you watched the show. He's like, yeah, I watched most of it. And I'm like,
You can't miss. You can't miss.
You
on
can't
those
miss
shows.
1 minute.
Not 1 second of it. So
because it's the most intricate fucking. Bro, it's HBO, bro. You're fucking. It doesn't matter if it has dragons. It's not fucking dorky. It's HBO. You know HBO doesn't put out shitty content ever.
all right, maybe I'll watch it one day.
Fuck.
Shit, why you
Bro,
so upset?
watch it. Spark something. Watch it. Watch it with your girl, and then dragons.
Okay, so you guys saw that. You guys see that that 50 Cent has a BMF show, right?
Yes.
About. Do you know what BMF is?
I didn't even know 50 Cent was even.
Do you know what
doing
BMF
shit.
is?
No.
They were a drug conglomerate that they masqueraded.
Black Mafia family?
They masqueraded as a rap label, and
what it
they
sounds
never
for, no?
and they never put out rappers. Yes. So I have
They put out one rapper.
Blue Da Vinci. I have.
Come on, what about Jeezy?
He doesn't. He doesn't co-sign that.
I know, but he's associated.
So I thought
was.
about this. I thought about this because I have a BMF story actually. So I'm at. And remember we told a story about Cameo, right? We were at Cameo a couple episodes ago.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm at Cameo. Go to Cameo again, right? Cameo's lit, but something is different this night. They're like. So imagine this is like 05. So this is like 05.
Tall white tees.
So no, but just
Baggy
imagine
jeans
in front of
and
Cameo,
Air Forces.
Imagine in front of Cameo going around the block.
Is this when you were wearing those Kanye glasses like this?
No.
No, that was
later.
2009, and that was a Halloween costume.
That was Sergio was already in his life.
2009. Halloween costume.
I was there.
No, I'm talking about Halloween costume. He wore those
Oh no, he
everywhere.
Wore that everywhere.
No, it was the Halloween costume, but okay. So
I just signed a Rockefeller. Shut up, Pat.
So I go to pull up, and for the year, it's a Hummer. It's a Hummer, a Gallardo S Class, whatever of the year, a Viper, all this shit, and I'm like, damn, like
Money.
Normally at the club there's cars, right? But it was like a car show in front. So then I walk in, and I remember this night like yesterday. I walk in, and normally I'm VIP. Like I know everybody. I used to work there, all the shit. I walk in there. First guy I see, this guy's a big diamond pendant. It says BMF. First thing out of my mouth, I go with my boy. I said, "Who the fuck is BMF?" See a second guy, BMF, but he has like yellow diamonds in his, and I'm like, "Oh, they're one of those BMF guys." I'm like, "Oh, they're probably one of these bullshit labels." Every 10 steps I take, there's another guy with a BMF pendant. Like all invisibly set, like princess cut diamonds, like crazy shit. But with tall tees.
You don't know? You never heard about him ever?
But with tall tees and Jordans. Tall
See?
tees and Jordans.
Air Forces.
Then they
Half of them were.
Then as I'm
It was
getting
ATL.
He says Jordans, not Air.
I know, but it was ATL.
and white, there's some white Air Forces.
There's
too.
Air Forces for sure.
And as I get further
ATL,
to the
2005.
back, you see BMF guys with bottle of champagne each hand, two BMF chains, and I'm getting frustrated because I'm like, I know a lot of shit.
I'm the cool guy here.
No,
What are you
what
guys
the
doing?
fuck
I'm
is
like,
a BMF?
I'm like, I must have said it 20 times that night. I said, who
Bad
the fuck is,
motherfucker.
I said, who the fuck is BMF? Who are they? And then when you get to the top, it's like Big Meech and his brother and 20 goons.
You've heard Big Meech.
All of them,
Yeah.
all of them have BMF chains. All of them have 2 bottles of rosé, and I'm like, I don't understand because they had no music out, and the DJ shouting out BMF, shout out to BMF. Literally about a month later, I'm at Dayland Mall on a Thursday. There's a BMF guy in there, a lackey, but he has a BMF chain. He literally does like a Jay-Z move. He walks in there and says, "That row, 2 pairs of each, 10.5." And then they walk out. He literally walks out like 30 pairs of sneakers. And I'm still like, who the fuck is BMF? And then
And he's like, "There's no Google yet. It's not that serious. I can't find
yeah,
them."
I can't find out who they are. I couldn't. So imagine my frustration. I'm like, yo, this is driving me crazy.
This is the type of shit that I think about. I'm like, how the fuck did we get by back in the day?
You have to literally walk up. Who the fuck is you?
Yo, and then you come to find out, yeah, they were like like probably the biggest drug dealing operation of like the last 20 years, outside of like the
entire Southeast United States.
outside of like the Mexican
They
cartels.
literally ran it
It
like
just blows my mind that they just openly promote that they're in.
They had a billboard in Atlanta said the world is BMF.
think
A black billboard on the highway.
Think New York style mafia, literally, where they had a network
No, I get
and
it.
interstate. Like, all right, this guy runs Atlanta, this guy runs fucking New Orleans, this
And they
guy
would build
runs
out their cars
in
like
Miami,
like
Orlando.
They would build out their cars like 007. They would literally take the cars
Everybody
apart.
has a fixed price. Everybody's getting
compartments, the whole thing. Like the bumpers, there's 20 birds in the bumper. Like
Yeah.
like you'd have to take the car apart to find it.
a cut. Yeah, it was. They were.
Yeah,
They were a
so
thing.
But I'm just amazed that you would actually like promote shit like that.
well they all went to jail. Everybody.
Well, again, back then you weren't
Everybody was
posting
Follow
shit.
the fucking pendant. I mean,
Yeah, but
Follow the
that's what I'm saying. It's like,
But back
follow
then-
the fucking pendant.
not everybody had a high def camera on them. Videotaping, Instagramming, tweeting. There was no YouTube. There was none of that shit. Like,
It was there, but it wasn't a regular part of your life.
anyways, a cop walks in, you shoot him fucking $5,000.
Oh, they had a lot of guys on payroll.
Who the fuck?
100%.
What the fuck is $5,000 to a guy making $3 or $4 million a week?
Yeah.
In
The
cash?
type of money that
Yeah,
they
you
were
have to
saying that they
blow.
made,
Yeah,
they
you
made
have
hundreds of millions of dollars.
Yeah,
like
you
they
have
had to waste it.
You have to throw away money.
Yeah, you have to waste it. You know.
And what better than sponsoring cops?
Dude.
I'm telling you, I was so frustrated. Imagine you can't Google them because they're not gonna pop up on Google. But I'm like, yo, there's 60 of these motherfuckers in here with these $50,000 pendants.
Yeah.
It's driving me crazy, and I have no idea who they are. But apparently, it worked because all the girls were on BMF. They weren't interested in me that night.
Yeah, no,
so I
no
was
shit.
upset.
Something about invisible sets.
Yeah, somebody has millions, and you're walking
No,
around
and
with
someone's
chump change.
literally throwing money at people.
And
Yeah.
you're trying to use your connections to get free free
Facts.
bottles.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get a couple free cocktails.
And Pat's
at the
like,
gym,
I know
at the bar.
the
I mean.
cranberry and vodka is free. Can I get Gregos? No, Gregos not free.
And then this guy's like, "Come here, shorty," and he hands him like a bottle.
He's
of
like, "Here, take
Chris,
this."
Just take this with the wrapper on it." And they're like, "Oh my god!" So yeah,
So, I mean, I think we covered a lot of things this week.
I think we
Kanye,
did too.
BMF. My
Harrison-
road trip.
Your Harrison Ford obsession.
My Harrison Ford obsession. My road trip with my family.
Yo, he got Harrison Ford on like his calf.
Whole lot of Kanye. Some Drake. We had to sprinkle some Drake in.
Yeah, no Hove this week. No Hove.
No Hove this week on Reasonable Doubters.
Yeah, good episode.
Fuck. All right, not next week. We have to check Pat's schedule. We'll let you guys know whenever Pat's available.
Yeah, when Pat's available,
We'll figure out episode
we'll be
8.
there.
That should be good.
We're out.
We'll be back. The Doubters.
Dale.
100.